The first Sea of Thieves update of May is here, and in addition to various changed mechanics, the new 1.0.6 update carries a rather large injection of new cosmetic items for pirates and their ships. Rare calls the new customization options only the first wave of what's to come, with it bringing new styles for the Bilge Rat, Sea Dog, Admiral, and Sovereign ranges in the form of new clothing, weapons, as well as ships' cosmetics. Another new addition is that shopkeepers in different regions will now stock different types of items, meaning that pirates on the lookout for specific styles of clothing will now need to find and sail to outposts that offer them. Also, celebrating the game being out for 1 month, Rare has made available another limited edition item, much like the Day 1 eye patch that was available at launch. The new item is the Launch Crew Eye of Reach Sniper, which is available for 1 gold coin via weapon stores for the next 2 weeks. Skeleton's Olympics level aim when firing cannons have been nerfed, and should no longer hit ships that are leagues away. Beyond that, much like how the 1.0.5 update moved ammo boxes due to complaints, the bell position on sloops has now been adjusted to avoid mistakenly ringing them as well. In addition to fixing an exploit related to merchant voyages, Rare has also removed the player invulnerability that occurs in the game's tutorial portion, due to it causing confusion for new arrivals. Here are the performance improvements and bug fixes that have arrived with the new update. Performance improvements: repetitive actions from players will no longer impact the network stability for other players. Frame rate lock option is no longer disabled when VSYNC is enabled. Significant reductions in time taken to return from the Ferry of the Damned. Images in all chests now load gracefully when browsing. Multiple server crash fixes. Further improvements and optimizations for all platforms are ongoing. Fixed issues: PC only, rebinding to the F key will no longer soft lock the radial. This has been a top reported issue to support, and we believe this is now resolved. If you are still encountering issues with this rebind locking the screen, please log a support ticket and we will investigate further. Stow and disengage can now be rebound to the same button on a controller. Incorrect company icons will no longer be displayed for a split second if trying to get reputation from 2 different trading companies. Joining a dead player whose ship is parked at an active skeleton fort will no longer prevent the joining player's radials from being opened. Recent players list will no longer be delayed in updating players from other crews. Hunter of Cursed Crews and Hunter of Fort Skulls commendations now track. Voyage inventory message is now translated when there are no voyages in the inventory. Loot items can no longer be dropped behind the captain's table on the small ship when trying to place them on the table. Ship's ropes now cast shadows on the deck. Musical instruments can now be used immediately after interacting with parts of the ship. PC only, half VSYNC option now works as intended. Resolved an issue which could cause players to fail to migrate and remain on low population servers. And lastly, here are the known issues. Known issues: some players cannot see their downloadable content in-game. Once you redeem your code, here is a support article that shows you where to find your items in-game. If you still cannot find your items in-game, please raise a support ticket to log this issue. Players may experience details of their pirate, such as hair color, scars, looking different from their initial selection. We are working on a way for our customer support team to reset your pirate to your original selection. If you have experienced this bug, please ensure you have logged a support ticket for this issue. Players are experiencing delayed achievements and commendations from in-game actions. We are working on a way for our customer support team to re-award these achievements and commendations back to players. The 1.0.6 update comes in at around 2.4 GB and is now available for download on Windows 10 and Xbox One, which should happen automatically when online. The first major content update for Sea of Thieves, titled The Hungering Deep, is slated to arrive sometime this month. The game is available via the Microsoft Store with a $59.99 price tag and can also be played by subscribing to the Xbox Game Pass. Source: Sea